So, excuse my hair because it's 12 in the morning and I didn't rebraid the front part this morning. I kind of just put it back in a bun again. But I really want this YouTube channel to be about things that have been on my mind, because some are important, some things bother me, some things I just find amusing or funny or whatever. So one thing that was on my mind today was grandparents. And, so I don't know if this has ever happened to you before, but I will see a family member that I haven't seen in a little while. And this person was with their grandchild at some point before they saw me. And it was almost like they stood over the child and just took pictures of the child just kept tapping the button to take the pictures. So they have 50 pictures of their grandchild. And they're all the same. The child may have moved their arm a little bit or crinkled their face a little bit more, curled their foot or something. I don't know. But the picture is virtually the same, right? So I'll go over to say hi to this family member, hi, how are you doing? And they'll say hi, and somehow, I end up with their phone in my hand. And they're telling me to scroll through their pictures, which I'm fine with. So, I'm scrolling through their pictures, oh, it's a nice picture of you and your husband, nice picture of this, yeah, nice. Keep scrolling, And then we get to the pictures of their grandchildren. And I'm scrolling and scrolling, and these pictures are starting to look the same. I wonder why. So I just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And so eventually I'm like, okay, this is getting kind of irritating. It's been the same picture this whole time. So then I just start going quickly through the pictures, trying to get to the end of them so I can go back to new pictures I haven't seen yet. And they're like, whoa. Well, did you look? Did you see my grandchild? I'm like, yeah, I saw them 20 times already. I saw your grandchild. They're like, no, did you see my grandchild? And you're like, yeah, I saw the child. And are you sure? I'm like, yes, I went through 20 pictures of the kid. I'm sure I saw them. I know what they look like. I know I saw them. And then they're like, isn't the baby cute? I personally don't like it when people ask me questions that I can't say no to. Is the baby cute? Do I look fat in this outfit? Am I ugly or something? It's I can't say no, and so it's I can't say about the, baby or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, baby's cute. Scrolling, trying to hurry up. And they're looking at me, giving me that eye, you better look at my grandchild. You better look at every single picture. No, you didn't spend enough time on that last one. And so you keep scrolling through these pictures. And then you have the family member who, while in the process of making you scroll through all these pictures, stop and tell you a story that goes with each picture. And the stuff in the picture, it's not even people in the picture sometimes. It's Christmas decorations that went up. And they will tell you the entire process from beginning to end of how they put their Christmas decorations up. Or if you see a picture of some person that you don't know, they will stop and tell you how they met the person. And I'm I am just trying to get through these photos. I came in the room to say hi to you. And it wasn't because I was oh, hey, I want to say hi. It was because my mom was go say hi. That's your family. Go say hi. So I walk over there. I come to say hi to you. And now I'm sitting here hearing about some friend you had in elementary school who stole your goldfish. And I don't even know if they had goldfish when you were in high school or elementary school. So now I'm sitting here scrolling through picture after picture after picture. And it's the same picture. And, and they will make you scroll. And I just find it amusing, because even though that happened, I don't know if I think it's kind of a new thing with grandparents, not taking a bunch of pictures or wanting people to look at their grandkids. But, you know, it used to be like you would see that friend you hadn't seen in the store and they whip out their wallet and like all this long roll of pictures rolls out on the floor of their grandkids, and they're going through each one, telling you how each one's doing. Each got a story, the funniest story to tell about each one. Now it's just to whip out the iPhone and you keep going, you know. And I just find it interesting because times have, you know, definitely changed. And, you know, and then there's those times when you're at a family reunion, a family gathering, right? And you haven't seen these family members in a long time. And you're not really comfortable around the family anyway. And I know for me, I'm not really always comfortable around my family. And sometimes it can get awkward at family reunions or like family gatherings because I don't really have anyone to talk to because of my age. I'm kind of like stuck, like the only one who's stuck between like the adults, like the older adults, and then the little kids, and I'm like stuck between them. And, you know, I'll walk in there. As soon as we get there, there's these family members I haven't seen in a while. And my mom's like, go give them a hug. I'm like, no, 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 no. We do not give hugs. No, 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 no. She's like, go give them a hug. Go give them a hug. And I'm like, no, no, no. So I'm like walking over there, like do like the little air hug and like run off. And then I heard years later, and that in the study that they did, they showed that kids, they were telling parents that if your kids, you want your kid to go hug somebody and they don't really want to hug that person, is because children can sense something that's coming from that person. And I'm like, that makes so much sense. And then at the same time, and I'm like, you know, and I can't think back now. I'm like, what was I sensing? Like, you know, and even though I'm older, I just don't want to go up and hug people because it's kind of awkward because they'll be in the middle of a conversation. And you have to go interrupt that conversation, stand off to the side, because with me, I'm not that kind of person who's just going to bust in and be like, oh, excuse me, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. No, I'm the kind of person who will walk over and will stand off to the side for a good, like, 5 minutes before the other person who you're talking to will look at me, keep looking at me, tap you, and let you know I'm there so you can turn around and say hi to me. I won't just walk in there and say, excuse me, because I wasn't, So I'll stand off in the back and just wait for you. So now I've interrupted your conversation. It's extra awkward because I was just standing there. Everyone's staring at me. I have to give you a hug. I haven't seen you in a long time, you know, and then walk away. And just walk away. And I just find family situations highly awkward, you know. And some people will talk about like, yeah, I can't wait to go see my cousin at this event. We're gonna do this, and my cousin this and that. And I'm like stuck because my cousins are either adults or they're like really little, and I'm the only one my age who will end up being at family gatherings, which is interesting because when I'm around my family, you know, and they'll have me sit there, and I'm sitting in the room, minding my own business. I'm not listening into the conversation. Partially listening in on the conversation, because sometimes they get interesting, and, you know, I'll be doing my own thing, and then I'm just like, because it'd be sounding, like, extra interesting or something. But generally, I'm not really paying attention. Like, I hear it, I don't really care. So I'll sit there, mind my own business, and they'll start having a conversation about somebody. And it'll go one of two ways. They'll either have the conversation and not know that at that age, even though I was like a little bit younger, I understood completely everything that they were talking about. Or they will sit there and glance at me while they're talking, like, and so, you know, Jamie, and it's just like, okay. So I like awkwardly excuse myself, like act like I don't know what's going on. Be like, oh, excuse me, I'm gonna go downstairs and feed my pet goldfish, even though I don't have a goldfish. But I'm still gonna go feed my imaginary goldfish in the corner because, you know, I don't know why, but I'm sensing I'm not really wanted in the room right now. Even though we're at my house, I have to get up from my place at the table. It's not even my place at the table because you're sitting at my place at the table and I couldn't tell you to move. So I had to sit at my mom's place at the table. And now I have to get up. I haven't finished my food. I have to get up, awkwardly excuse myself, and go into the basement and feed my imaginary pet goldfish because you want to have a conversation, and apparently it's awkward having it around me because it's inappropriate. Like, okay, go ahead, that's fine. But then, when we have a family gathering, and little Johnny and little whatever the other child's name is, they're like 4 or 5 years old, 6 years old enough to hear and understand, hear you, but not old enough to be actually in the room with you, and you want to have an inappropriate conversation talking about who this person slept with, or this person did, or what this person went through, or how they broke up, and all this stuff, and you want to have it in front of this child, not understanding that the child is hearing everything you're saying, and this is sticking with them. But I have to excuse myself from the room. But you have this child sitting there, and I don't understand that whole thing of like, you let the child stay in the room because you think that they don't understand. But at this age, I could care less. You know, it's interesting, nice to know what's going on, because the only way I can find out what's going on is I do have to eavesdrop in people's conversations because no one's going to tell me on their own. But you tell this child who understands it but doesn't really understand it enough to like sort through it. Like, I can sort through it and figure out what happened. This child is just hearing stuff, but you make them leave the room. You know, and that's why I don't like family gatherings, because it's just the dynamics of the family gatherings, and, you know, who's together. I don't understand it. But that was on my mind today, was grandparents and, you know, the age stuff going on there. So, bye everybody. The video won't stop. The video won't stop recording, which is kind of awkward because this is going on YouTube and I can't even stop the video from recording. So we're going to try again and hopefully it works this time. Bye.